Hello and welcome to another easyjoomlatutorials.com tutorial. Today I'm just going to show you how to install Joomla onto a local Xampp installation. So I've got two windows open at the moment. The first is just my sample install directory, which is just where I'm going to be installing my copy of Joomla. And I've also got PHP myadmin open to create my database. Now the first thing I'm going to do is actually unzip Joomla. So this version's a little bit out of date now, but it's still pretty good. So the first thing I'm going to do is just extract these files here. So this is going to take a moment. So while this is extracting, I'm actually going to jump into PHP myadmin and create a new database. So the first thing we do is call our database whatever we want to call it. So sample DB in this case. We'll just click create. So it'll take a moment to just save our new database. So now we can see our sample DB. So now we'll just go back to our sample install and we can see this is almost extracted now. So Joomla makes it very easy for you to actually install it. So even if you were doing this on a live server, it's a very similar kind of process. You'd still have to create the new database and just take note of the name. Okay, so that's just finished now. So now actually if we refresh our Xampp page in our browser, we should already be met with Joomla's installation page or installation process even. It's that easy, it takes you through the whole process. So the first screen we see is our language selection. So we'll just leave it as English, US, and just click next. This just basically tells us what our server is actually running, so which PHP version, and if it's in safe mode, if it's going to display errors, etc. So we can just click next again here. This is just agreeing to the license, and this is the first sort of page where we actually have to put in some details. So if you're using Xampp, and I'm guessing even if you are installing this on some hosting, it's going to be MySQL. Now the host name is going to be localhost. The username in my case, and it will be the same for you probably if you're running Xampp, is just root. Now I'm being nice and insecure and my copy doesn't actually have a password, but if you did have to create a MySQL user, you would already have the password, so you'd just enter that. And then the database name is going to be sampledb, so that's what we just created. You can go into finer details here, but I don't mind the table prefix being JOS, so we'll just go next. We won't bother with FTP details. You can by all means set this up. I haven't had to use it personally, so I wouldn't bother with it, but you can do it. Just click next. Now we'll give it a site name. This will be basically whatever your website's going to be called. So in my instance, I'll just call it a sample installation. But you can go definitely into more details if you wanted to. Then the email address for the user, or for the default user. So this can be whatever you like. I'll just put info@sample.com, which obviously isn't a real email address. And then a password, I'll just put 12345. 12345. If you are brand new to Joomla, by all means install the sample data. For me, it just gets in the way, but you can, if it will make your life easier, just click the button. It's going to prompt me here if I want to install the data anyway, but we won't. So we'll just move on, and now Joomla is actually installed. Now before we can proceed, two things. Take note that the default username is going to be admin, so that'll be the password we entered before. And now before Joomla will work, we'll actually have to go to our Xampp installation, or if we uploaded this somewhere, just go to the root directory of FTP, and there'll be an installation directory, and we actually want to delete this completely, just remove it. And now that that's deleted, we can already go to our actual live install. And there's our brand new site, fresh Joomla template. We wanted to log into the administration. Excuse me while I learn to spell. And now we would log in with admin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we are in our administration section of our brand new installation. And that's how easy it is to install Joomla locally on Xammp, or it's pretty much the exact same process even if you're putting it on a live website.